and welcome back to English Free Conversations. I'm Mike.
And I'm Robin. This podcast is designed to help you improve your English, especially if you already understand some of the basics but want to feel more confident in real conversations.
We speak slowly and use simple words so that you can follow along easily.
If you are enjoying our lessons and finding them helpful, please like and subscribe to our channel. Let's dive in.
Hello and welcome to English Free Conversations, the podcast for people who want to learn English through real and natural conversations. I am Mike, and I am here with my friend Robin. We are so happy to have you with us today.
Hi, everyone. I am Robin. In today's episode, we are going to talk about a very important topic for many of you. We are going to talk about English for work, specifically English for the office.
That is right. Many people feel nervous when they have to speak English at work. But do not worry. We are here to help you. We will use simple words and speak slowly so you can understand everything.
Let us start our conversation. Imagine it is Monday morning. Mike, how do you feel when you arrive at the office?
Well, Robin, usually I feel a bit tired, but also ready to start. The first thing I do is walk to my desk and say hello to my colleagues.
Wait, Mike. You used a good word there. Colleagues.
Yes. Let us explain that word. Colleagues. Colleagues. A colleague is a person you work with. It is someone who has the same job or works in the same company as you. For example, Robin is my colleague because we work together on this podcast.
That is a great example. So, after you say hello to your colleagues, what is the next thing you do?
I sit down at my desk and I turn on my computer. Then I check my emails.
Checking emails is a big part of office work. Sometimes we receive many emails during the night.
Yes, and some of those emails are very urgent.
Let us look at that word. Urgent. 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 When something is urgent, it means it is very important and you must do it right now. You cannot wait. For example, if your boss needs a report in 10 minutes, that is an urgent task.
I have many urgent tasks every day. It can be a little stressful, but I always try to organize my morning. I use a to-do list.
A to-do list. That is very helpful. To-do list. To-do list. To-do list. A to-do list is a piece of paper or a digital note where you write all the things you need to finish. It helps you remember your work.
Exactly. After I check my emails and look at my to-do list, it is time for the first meeting of the day.
Meetings are very common in offices. Mike, what happens in a meeting?
In a meeting, a group of people comes together to talk about specific topics or projects. We share ideas and make decisions.
We should explain the word meeting. Meeting. A meeting is an event where people meet to discuss work. Sometimes meetings are in a room, and sometimes they are online using a computer.
I have a lot of online meetings these days. During the meeting, I often have to give a presentation.
Oh, giving a presentation can be scary for beginners.
It can be. Presentation. A presentation is when you show information to a group of people. Usually you use slides on a screen to show pictures or numbers.
When you give a presentation, you might need to use a projector or a screen. It is important to speak clearly so everyone can hear you.
That is true. And after the meeting, I usually have to write a report.
A report. That is another important office word. Report. 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 A report is a document that gives information about a specific subject. For example, a sales report shows how much money the company made.
Writing reports takes a lot of time. Sometimes I need to ask my manager for help.
Let us talk about the word manager. Manager. A manager is the person who is in charge of a department or a group of workers. Some people call this person a boss.
My manager's very nice. She helps me when I have too much work. We call that a heavy workload.
Workload. That is a good expression. Workload. 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 Workload is the amount of work that a person has to do. If you have a heavy workload, you are very busy.
I am very busy today, Robin. I have to finish 3 reports and attend 4 meetings.
That sounds like a very long day. Do you take a break for lunch?
Yes, I always take a break. It is important to rest. I usually go to the break room to eat my sandwich.
Break room. Let us explain that. Break room, break room, break room. The break room is a place in the office where employees can eat, drink coffee, and relax for a few minutes.
In the break room, I talk to my colleagues about things that are not about work. We talk about movies, sports, or our families.
That is nice. It is good to have a balance. In the afternoon, do you have more tasks to complete?
Yes, I often have to answer phone calls.
When you answer the phone in English, what do you say?
I usually say, "Hello, this is Mike speaking. How can I help you?"
That is very professional. 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 Being professional means following the rules of the office and being polite and organized.
After the phone calls, I sometimes have to handle a deadline.
Deadlines can be difficult. Deadline. 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 A deadline is the time or date when a task must be finished. If the deadline is Friday, you cannot finish the work on Saturday.
I try to finish my work before the deadline, so I do not feel stressed.
That is a very good habit, Mike. What do you do when you finish all your work for the day?
I save all my files on the computer. I turn off the screen, and I say goodbye to my colleagues. Then, I leave the office.
Do you ever work overtime?
Sometimes, overtime. 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 Working overtime means working extra hours after your normal work time finishes. For example, if you usually finish at 5 o'clock but stay until 7 o'clock, you are working overtime.
I do not like working overtime, but sometimes it is necessary.
I agree. It is better to go home and relax. Now, Robin, let us think about the tools we use in the office.
Good idea. We already mentioned the computer and the desk. What about the printer?
Printer, printer, printer. A printer is a machine that puts text or images from a computer onto paper.
Even though we use a lot of digital files, we still use the printer sometimes. And what about the stationery?
Stationery, stationery, stationery. Stationery is a general word for things you use for writing, like pens, pencils, paper, and notebooks.
I love buying new stationery. I have many colorful pens at my desk.
I prefer using a keyboard. Keyboard, keyboard, keyboard. The keyboard is the part of the computer with letters and numbers that you press to type.
I use my keyboard all day long. My fingers get tired.
You should take more breaks, Robin.
You are right, Mike. Let us talk about the office environment. Some offices are open plan.
Open plan. That is a specific word. Open plan. Open plan. Open plan. An open plan office is a large room where many people work together without many walls between their desks.
My office is open plan. It is good because I can talk to my colleagues easily, but sometimes it is a bit noisy.
I can imagine. If it is too noisy, you can use headphones.
Yes, I use headphones when I need to concentrate. 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 To concentrate means to give all your attention to something you are doing.
It is hard to concentrate when people are talking loudly around you.
That is true. Now, Mike, Let us imagine a new person starts working at the office. We call that person a new hire.
New hire. New hire. New hire. A new hire is a person who has recently started a new job in the company.
When there is a new hire, we have to show them the office and introduce them to the team.
The team, 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 team. A team is a group of people who work together to achieve the same goal.
I love my team. We help each other and we have a lot of fun.
Working in a team is very important in most jobs. You need to have good communication skills.
Communication. 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 Communication is the act of sharing information, speaking, and listening to others.
If you have good communication, there are fewer mistakes at work.
Mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes sometimes. Mistake. 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 A mistake is something that is not correct or a result that is wrong.
When I make a mistake, I try to fix it quickly and learn from it.
That is the best way to handle it. Mike, what about the word salary? Everyone likes that word.
Oh, yes. Salary. 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 Salary is the money you receive every month or every year for doing your job.
We work because we want to receive a salary. But we also work because we want to have a career.
Career, career, career. A career is the series of jobs that you have during your life, usually in the same field of work.
I want to have a long and successful career in this company.
I am sure you will, Robin. You are a very hard worker.
Thank you, Mike. You are a hard worker too. Let us talk about another word. Feedback.
Feedback is very important for learning. Feedback, feedback, feedback. Feedback is information or opinions about your work that tell you how well you are doing.
My manager gives me feedback every month. She tells me what I am doing well and what I can improve.
Improve, improve, improve. To improve means to make something better than it was before.
I always want to improve my English skills and my work skills.
That is why our listeners are here. They want to improve their English.
Exactly. Let us review some of the words we talked about today. This was a lot of information.
Yes, let us do a quick review. I will say the word and you can give a small example.
Okay, I am ready.
The first word is colleague.
A colleague is a person you work with. For example, Mike is my colleague.
The next word is meeting.
A meeting is when people come together to talk about work. I have a meeting at 10 o'clock.
Very good. What about urgent?
Urgent means very important and fast. This email is urgent. Please read it now.
Great. And a to-do list?
A to-do list is a list of tasks I need to finish today.
What is a report?
A report is a document with information. I am writing a sales report.
And who is the manager?
The manager is the boss. My manager helps me with my tasks.
Perfect. What about workload?
Workload is the amount of work I have. Today my workload is very heavy.
What is a break room?
The break room is the place where we eat lunch and drink coffee.
What does professional mean?
Being professional means being polite and following the rules at work.
And a deadline.
A deadline is the time when the work must be finished. The deadline is tomorrow.
What about overtime?
Overtime is working extra hours. I worked 2 hours of overtime yesterday.
What is stationery?
Stationery are things like pens and paper. I need new stationery for my desk.
What does it mean to concentrate?
To concentrate means to focus and give attention to your work.
What is a new hire?
A new hire is a person who just started a new job.
What is a team?
A team is a group of people working together. My team is very helpful.
What is a salary?
Salary is the money you get for your work.
And finally, what is feedback?
Feedback is information about your performance. My manager gave me good feedback today.
Wow, Robin. We learned many words today. These are all very common words in an office.
Yes, if you learn these words, you will feel much more confident at work.
Remember, you do not need to learn everything at once. You can listen to this episode many times.
That is a great idea. Repetition is very important for learning a language.
Well, I think we have covered a lot of ground today. Working in an office can be a great experience, especially when you can communicate in English.
I agree. Do not be afraid to speak. Even if you make mistakes, it is part of the process.
That is right. People at work are usually very happy to help if they see you are trying.
We hope this conversation was helpful for you. Practice these words this week. Try to name the objects on your desk in English.
Yes. Look at your computer, your pen, your notebook, and say the words out loud.
Thank you so much for listening to English Free Conversations.
We will see you in the next episode with more real conversations.
Goodbye, everyone. Have a great day at work.
Goodbye.
And that's all for today's episode.
We hope you enjoyed the conversation and learned some new words and phrases.
Remember, the best way to learn is to practice regularly. Try to use the new vocabulary you heard today in your own sentences.
And if you missed any part of the conversation, you can always rewind and listen again.
And don't forget, if you found this lesson useful, please like and subscribe.
We release new episodes every single week, packed with practical English for everyday situations.
Your support is what allows us to continue offering these lessons completely free.
We love hearing from you in the comments below, so feel free to ask any questions you have or suggest topics for future episodes.
We read every single comment.
Thank you for joining us today. We'll see you in the next episode.
Goodbye.